What is up, YouTube? Back again with another video. Sorry for my voice, guys. I just woke up, so my voice is a little ruffled this morning. But I want to talk to you guys about something I really wanted to talk about because I feel like it was important to talk about in the larger sense. Because even though I'm playing Call of Duty and I'm grinding Call of Duty like zombies and all that out, I mean, at the end of the day, I still have issues with Call of Duty. I still have issues with the way they handle things. I still have I still believe things that shouldn't be are the way they are, and they shouldn't be that way. And I feel like too many people are focusing on realism, and too many people are focusing on, get over it, dude, get over it, it's Call of Duty, get over it. Like, too many people are focusing on that instead of just sitting down and actually, you know, talking about the issues that are at hand. And that's what I kind of want to do in this game, this video. I have 10 minutes, I got recorded for 10 minutes, so I'm going to try to get everything in 10 minutes. Some quick things though, if you're just watching some gameplay in the background, this is from a couple days ago or a couple nights ago. Me and my homie Xavier were playing some zombies. That's what we be grinding now every day. I got the M4 gold last night, so this is actually some, like, pretty much some past gameplay. But yeah, so let's get into it. So, I'm Miss COD. So for anyone that doesn't know, I've been playing Call of Duty basically since I've been 4-2, maybe in that area. I've been playing since as long as I can remember. I've always had an Xbox or a PlayStation. I started out on Xbox 360, and I played a lot of World of War. I didn't really play online in those games, World of War and all that, but I had them. And then I got PS3, and I got Black Ops 1, 2, and COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, and I played a shit ton of PvP. And I would go on to start my clan in a couple years after I got the PS3 and Advanced Warfare. And I would have that clan up until World War II. That's when I decided to kind of just, you know, cut things loose and not focus on the clan no more. And yeah, I got over 2,000 or 3,000 nuclears in Modern Warfare 2. I had over 2,000 or 3,000 nuclears in Advanced Warfare as well. A couple hundred in Black Ops 2, a couple hundred in Modern Warfare 3, a couple hundred in Ghost, a couple hundred in Infinite Warfare. I had, of course, 500 in World War II as well. So I have a lot of nuclears under my belt. Probably, it comes about probably around 10,000, 9,000, around there. And I have a lot of skill under me. Like, I put a lot of time into Call of Duty, and I feel like that's what allows me to kind of just talk about this, because I put the hours in, man. People who keep saying I put more hours into you, how? Show me the proof, bro. Show me that you actually put the hours in, because I don't see it. I watch y'all's content who say that. I watch how y'all play, and they never go off, ever. They suck. You can't sit here and say you put the hours in and suck. That doesn't make any sense. It makes sense if you're someone who has never taken it seriously. You're someone who just fucks around all those years. Someone who does this, like, you know, quick scopes, or someone who just likes to run with melee. It makes sense, man. It does. But to sit here and say you run around and you actually have skill and you play for realism and all this shit, and then you don't go positive, or you only go positive a couple times, it doesn't make sense. And the people who say I'm not good, I would just like them to watch my content. I feel like a lot of them don't watch my content. They don't watch my streams when I, you know, play for long periods of time, and see the lobbies that I get. My SBM on my account is horrible. Cold War's multiplayer is literally unplayable. It's just constant spam of tactical rifles and UAVs and counter UAVs, so it makes it literally unplayable. And that's the one thing I want to get into right off the bat. I'm going to make this video longer. Is I miss the old style of COD where we didn't have SBM, or we had it in a very small amount, because SBM has ruined Call of Duty, and that is just a fact. I feel like we got completely fucked this year, and last year, and the year before. Starting with BO4, they started kicking up SBM, and it was horrible. And I feel like that is what's ruining COD. I feel like a lot of pro players like myself, and yes, for anyone that's going to be in the comments, what do you consider a pro player? I consider myself a pro player because I'm on every single day. No matter if I'm working or if I'm doing school, I still hop on and I drop nuclears, I drop high kill games, I do camo grinds, and I consider that a pro player, because a pro player is just anyone that's very good at the game. I'm not no CWL player, but I consider them a competitive pro player. Someone who does it competitively and is also very good. Or I would even call them maybe a moneymaker player, or a player that plays for money. I would consider a GB player technically a pro player in a sense. Even though GBs is mostly just a bunch of scum buckets who literally just use the cheapest shit in the game to get wins. But anyway, pro players like myself have found that it is very punishing to just have fun in Call of Duty anymore. Because believe it or not, I'm someone who plays like aggressive all the time, but I do appreciate the times where I can just hop on, snipe a little bit, quick scope, or run with a knife or something, or a shotgun, and just have fun for a little bit. And we don't get that no more. We don't. It's literally impossible anymore to have fun or go positive. And I feel like that's a major issue that's happening in the COD industries. We're allowing SBM to overrun us and defend it too. Here's an eye opener. To all the bad players who think skill-based matchmaking is helping them by not making them go against someone like me, or face Jev, or face Optic Scum. I don't know why I said face Scum. Jesus Christ. Or say Myth or Ninja or whatever. It's not. It's hurting you because they're allowing you to feel like you're good at the game when you're obviously not. Especially if you're a noob or saying you just got the game, you're not going to be good at it right off the bat. Especially if you're someone who doesn't play COD constantly and doesn't buy the new COD as soon as it's out, and so you know what I'm saying. So you're not going to be as good as say someone like me who plays literally every single day. That is not just an opinion. That is a literal fact. That is a literal fact. Just like if I go to Destiny 2, I'm not going to be as good as someone who plays Destiny 2 every day. I'm just not. I know I won't. And I wouldn't want them to put a mode in, or I wouldn't want them to put in a service, a matchmaking service that try to benefit from me, because I don't want that. I want to learn the hard way. I learned all those years ago. I learned the hard way. Every lobby I went into, I got shit on until I figured out what the fuck was wrong with me, and I fixed that. It wasn't the enemies that had the issues. It was me that had the issues. I didn't know how to aim properly. I didn't know how to control recoils. I didn't know when to fully auto, when to burst, and when to semi-auto. You know, these are things I had to learn myself. I had to learn it myself. That was the best part about COD was learning, you know, and improving on myself. It was helping me internally, in real life too. It was helping me learn to deal with whatever problems I was having, to deal with them, to learn for myself to how to handle those situations. So it was a benefiting thing for both me and in the real world and in the game world. So I don't understand why they keep thinking that the SBM is going to help the newer players, because it's not. So anyone that doesn't know how skill-based matchmaking works, it's basically in Call of Duty, most games it's more balanced, but in Call of Duty it's been really turned up to the point where literally if you go positive like 1 or 2 games, you'll probably get about 9 to 10 bad games in a row. And not a time of bad games where everyone's better than you, more or less bad games where everyone just camps for like 8 KDs, 9 KDs, and they don't move. That's going to be your enemies for like 9 or 10 games. It gets worse because they can actually nerf you mid-game. So this is leaked by an Activision employee. They can literally nerf you mid-game to the point where like your ADS won't be as good, your damage won't be good, your health will be lower. They can go off of like your SPM can go off of like your score per minute. The way your playstyle is, like if you're a rusher, you're a camper, that type of thing. So it's really punishing for players trying to learn the game. Because when you're first learning the game, you're not going to play aggressive, super aggressive. Not right off the bat anyway, until you learn the maps. So that is a huge problem. I definitely feel like as a community we're starting to accept the fact that if you can't beat them, join them, and that is a bad concept. Very bad concept. We shouldn't be allowing people to cheat, or to use cheats, or to use exploits, or use hacks, or use shotguns in a corner, or use riot shields, or use C4s, or use fire shotguns, or hard scope. These are things that are not good for the COD community. Anyone who sits here and actually tries to argue the fact that sniping is supposed to be a hard-scoping thing in a video game is a stupid person in general. They are stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Call of Duty has never been about hard-scoping. Yes, I won't deny, the first game was designed for hard-scoping. And it was, the quick-scoping was because of a glitch. But it stuck. The COD community wanted that. Majority, 95% of the COD community agrees that quickscoping takes a lot more skill and is more enjoyable to watch and to do than it is hardscoping. I guarantee you. Hardscoping is annoying. It would be balanced if you had stupid idle sway, you had a judge for distance, you had a judge for bullet drop, but you don't do that in Call of Duty. You do that in Warzone. That's why Warzone, I don't mind if you hardscope. I hardscope in Warzone because that's the way that game was designed. COD is an arcade shooter, man. If you don't like quickscoping, if you hate getting quickscope, you learn how to quickscope. You get better than that person. You quickscope. Otherwise, shut the fuck up and deal with it. It is not. Don't change the entire game because you suck. That's what I hate in COD community. I hate changing things because you can't beat them. That is stupid. It's different when it comes to things like fire shotguns, like in, for example, World War II, that are just literally broken. That you physically nothing you can do will beat them. Like in World War II, it was to the point where fire shotguns were literally like nothing could kill them, nothing could destroy them, and it was a serious problem. Sniping is not a serious problem. Not everyone can do it, so learn it, improve. I also hate how the map design is going in Call of Duty. The map design is horrible in the new CODs. We're constantly getting rid of the 3-lane maps, the more fast-paced maps like Nuketown. For maps like fucking, I'm trying to think of a map, fucking London Dock. Not London, that's World War II, that's actually a decent map. Just pick a random map from any Modern Warfare or the Modern Warfare game or Cold War, the two new ones. All their maps are designed for camping, head glitching, mounting up to head glitches. It's horrible. It really is. I miss the old COD, man. I miss the COD that I used to be excited to get on. I really do. I miss the COD where I used to, like, beg my mom, you know, to let me be done school early when I used to get cyber schooled at home. So I could go play Call of Duty. I got so excited to hop on with my friends. You know, people who I had connections with because of Call of Duty. People who I still talk to this day. Well, they'll call me up and say, bro, how you doing, bro? How you feeling, bro? And we can have that conversation. And because we're close. I miss that in COD. Man, I do. I miss it. That was the COD that I know and love. And when I see people disrespecting the old style of COD, it pisses me off. Because they don't know what it was like. They don't. They don't understand. Like, there's not many things in this life that make me physically upset. I'm usually a very emotionless person. I can go to funerals and not react. I'm pretty damn good at it. But seeing old images of COD, or going back and watching my old montages, or other people's older montages from, like, Black Ops 2, World War II, Infinite Warfare, and all those other older CODs from like 2016, 2017 back. It makes me physically sad because those times are gone, man. They are. They're gone. We're never gonna get those back. Those moments are gone. They're gone. They're in the past. They're in history. And that makes me sad, man. That I can't relive those moments. That we can't restart, because COD deserves much better than this. COD doesn't deserve to be a laughingstock at all. And I hope by the end of my lifetime, COD is still alive and it fixes its issues. Because I want my children to get a system or a PC and experience the same things that I experienced as a child. That hopping on, getting their first nuclear, getting their first master camo, getting their first gold. Having that first midnight to 3 a.m. chat group, bro. that first S&D clutch. Because those are moments that live with you forever. They really do. It's as cheesy as it sounds. It is just the honesty. No matter what I'm doing in my life, when people ask me like what my happiest moments are, sure, some things like my mom and dad or my family might come up, but surprisingly, a lot of the time on the highest on my list, it's always things that happen when I'm with the boys on COD. That's the truth. Because those are moments that don't come back. They don't. And I'm sure my man Mike Xavier is going to be watching this, bro. Thank you so much for everything that we do on a daily basis. Because it's remarkable, man. It truly is. And I'm glad I still have some of the oldies that I used to play with still around, that I still talk to on a frequent basis, because it makes it all worth it in the end of the day, you know? And I appreciate that, as someone like me who deals with so much hate because I play a certain way, or I'm not afraid to voice my opinion. It is nice to have those people who are there that say, hey, we agree with you, bro. Keep it up, bro. Keep pushing forward, bro. Keep saying what you're saying. Those people are what matters the most. Not the haters, bro. And that is also what I'm trying to talk about in this video. Is just let those haters go. I have one or two haters that I play with every single day. And they talk about how hard scoping is so bad and so negative. I mean, so good and so positive. And how quick scoping is so negative and bad. And I let that rub off my shoulder. Because I know they're never, ever going to know what that experience is like. They don't know what it was like to hit my first 7-1 on screen. They don't know what that's like. They don't know the amount of hours I used to go in custom games against veteran bots and literally get aimbot by AI. Just so that World War II I could quickscope pro players. The amount of hours and bloodshed and controllers I've broken to get to where I am. I've probably broken easily over easily $3,000 worth of controllers. Probably in the last 3 years alone. I put the hours in, man. And anyone that has put the hours in, bro, I applaud you. If you're saying you put the hours in and you can't quickscope, what are you doing, bro? You obviously haven't. But anyways, this video is coming to a long time, so I'm gonna end it here, boys. I might do a part 2. I'm kind of down for that. Just kind of talk some more, but I'm still gonna play Call of Duty. I'm still gonna grind zombies out. I'm still gonna talk to my man Xavier. But man, COD, I miss you, bro. I miss it, COD.